Guys, I use sick and tired from all those 600 million one-shot your neighbors DPS builds in Outriders just like me, which basically is like unreachable for humanity. If you don't have 600 hours in a day to farm those spaces, then this build will be perfect for you, because we have crowd control. And guys, when you don't have those top tier 3 mods, crowd control is really important, especially with Trickster. Man, survivability is a problem, so you need crowd control. Trust me, it will help you a lot immediately. In solo play or a team, it doesn't matter. Crowd control is absolutely must have, and I truly believe that your build is tested with teammates, because enemy damage will be scaled, they are much more tankier, and if you're gonna reach gold with your teammates, with full squad, that means that your build is fully working. But my man, I watched a lot of videos, I used basically all the talents, and those sets didn't work for me. So I have to admit that I actually struggled quite a bit with my Trickster set, especially after the nerfs. Also, those crashes didn't help me a lot, losing all the gear and experience. It could be really frustrating to play Outriders right now, but I did a lot of tests. I tested synergy between skills, armor and your weapon damage, and I finally got perfect combination which will work for you in team play and in solo. And like I told you before, your build will be tested with full squad, and man, those golds are pretty dope. But still, I'm pissed off. Even though you will finish your mission or expedition on gold tier, you will not receive sometimes those legendaries, and that's just, my man, please. It's like I never left Division 2. Give me good loot, good rewards, and I don't want to exploit this game. I know there are a lot of boss fights, world tier 1 expeditions, not expeditions, sorry, but boss encounters, and traveling to the story point, locations and stuff like that. Nah, I want to get my loot in normal way, and sometimes it's really painful. Guys, anyway, this build is really strong. But before we continue, I just wanna let you know that we have some sponsored tags. And guys, if you don't have enough time or good teammates, but you still want to have all the best items in your game, then Weaving.net is site for you. They have absolutely amazing team. On Xbox, they will complete your order twice as fast. Everything happens with account sharing. This service has been working for many years. It has tons of customer reviews, tons of payment methods as well. You can check everything by yourself, and now with my promo code RBDIV you will have 15% discount on all services. It's an amazing deal, and in general, if you have any question, please feel free to type your message and operator will reply immediately. And now let's get back to my insane Trickster build. Right now you can check solo gameplay, and like I told you before, the main issue which I had with Trickster is of course survivability. These mobs are not a problem. Basically you can destroy them with a pistol. It's really not a problem. Where the issues will start is of course boss and counters, because most likely you will lose your twisted rounds because you don't have damage, so you now have to think how to survive those fights, and crowd control will save your ass a lot, trust me. Also, this knife works really well. It basically slows everybody down. Your damage with first hits will be doubled. That pistol is absolutely clutch, which you're gonna freeze and set on fire your enemies. This movement is a key with Trickster, guys. It doesn't matter do you use teleport or this skill. In my case, this skill works the best, especially with teammates. When they will fall down, I can activate my skill nearby them and just play with mobs. I will troll them, make a circle, and boom, with press of the button I will be nearby my teammates, and now I can pick them up. Really good synergy there, but it depends on your preference. For me, this skill works really well. I understand the teleport could give you some boost, but since we don't have that one-shot power which gonna destroy, I don't know, your neighbor's mother, that teleport doesn't work. Also guys, we have in the game three major ways how you can keep your twisted rounds alive, basically keep them non-stop. One is, of course, is to make one player build, bleed effect build with bulwark shotgun. Basically I have done it. Second way is by using timer skill. Basically, if you're gonna shoot at enemies who are affected by that skill, they will not consume any ammo whatsoever. Really handy combination if you want to make, for example, crowd control build, but for that you need tier 3 mod. But the best part about it that you can actually buy it. Third way, of course, is that you can get your magazine back by teleportation, but for that you need best gear, I think. Again, you need tier 3 mods, and for that you need really good farm. So that would be the best case scenario, but you have to be really lucky or good build. And this set which I have right now will help you to reach that potential and basically reach all the best pieces. So without further ado, let's get into it. My main gun right now is, of course, bulwark shotgun. It will apply bleed effect, and by killing enemies with bleed on them I will refill my magazine. But perfect shotgun would be that shield, my man, with fortress talent, and of course you should roll their Embalmer's Rage. Basically you would get all the time crit chance with crit damage, super strong synergy, but you have to be really lucky for that gun. My pistols are basically the key in this set. That's super strong crowd control. When you will be out of twisted rounds, just pull your pistols and stop everybody. Every damn soul will be stopped with these bad boys, because you will inflict freeze and burn on them, and cooldown is only 1 second. That's ridiculous. Also, that's super dope synergy on pistol, because pistols has the smallest cooldown in the game right now. Brother, this gun alone will be game changer for you. Please farm it, you will thank me later. So let's get to the gear. Everything is really simple here. We need firepower, cooldown reduction, and close range damage. My gear is not optimized. I'm still working it. I will optimize all those attributes, but you should always look for firepower, cooldown reduction, and of course close range damage. Guys, I'm using Bloodlust with gun shield mod, guys. Basically, when this skill is active, you will receive 38k damage boost, super strong. I strongly don't recommend you to use crit stack unless you have Embalmer's Rage mod on your gun. Otherwise, you will not be that effective, since shotguns don't do any crit shots. Guys, this skill for me works really well. It works for half minute, cooldown is only 8 seconds. I immediately will receive armor and of course extra damage, but to be effective with that skill I recommend you to basically use it with 8-second timer. 8 seconds on, turn that skill out. For chest piece I'm using additional mag and personal space just for shotgun damage. Once I will get Captain Killer mod, tier 3 mod for damage elites, I will basically take out this mod, because guys, as you know, most likely you will lose your twisted rounds on elite enemies. So basically you have to be smart to keep your magazine alive. You have to kill all the small enemies or annoying creatures just to keep your killing spree stack alive, and of course to get that magazine back. Please play smart with this build, and once you will get that Captain Killer mod, that's game over. Now you can destroy also those elites with 1 magazine, super strong synergy. On my pants I receive armor. Basically with each skill activation I will have 100k armor. This increases my survivability like crazy. For gloves I'm running basically everything really simple. Bloody boost and vampiric mag just to get my magazine back. And guys, Bloody Boost will give me the damage since my Bulwark shotgun applies bleed to everybody. Bleed will be applied left, right and center. But for my boots I'm running emergency stance and of course dash. That's really handy mod when you are surrounded with a lot of mobs. I understand that you could use maybe ice trap, but there is no need for it since my gun or pistols will freeze everybody. Also damage absorber could work really well since now you have 100k armor and it will be doubled with your skill. You could use mitigation from that, but man, with this build main issue is of course elite enemies or bosses. I will kill very easily all the small mobs and now I will be left alone with boss. And killing not give me any armor whatsoever now. Basically with my setup I can get 100k armor non-stop. As you see, I just pulled my skill, I have 100k armor, and with damage absorber I could push this build to 200k armor if for example I want to switch golem, emergency stance talent mod out, or maybe take out my dash from boots away. So I have some flexibility or versatility with this build as well. Like I told you before, if I will find Captain Killer or other damage mods, I will easily replace that second mag and you can play now around with teleport. But other than that, this skill is super, or this set is super perfect because my damage output is really well. We can now finally reach gold levels and it works with teammates since my pistols will basically freeze and set on fire everybody. You have good survivability. That emergency stance is absolutely must have. Right now it's also bugged. I think it all the time will reduce incoming damage, so maybe when it will be fixed I will use other mods like weapon leech. Basically by killing enemies which will affected by bleed, you will increase your weapon lead by 40%. Really good for your survivability. So I could switch my emergency stance for that mod. Other than that, my skill tree is really simple. I'm using assassin skill tree, trying to pull every cooldown because my weapon damage basically will be up non-stop. You could use this with teleport, but for me I need that survivability. Since I don't have those god tier mods for extra damage, I can't one-shot everybody, so I need crowd control, which I have for my guns, pistols, and I need extra survivability. And yeah, this build works really well. And you don't need super gear to be effective in solo and in team. So I hope I helped you. Thank you for watching and see you soon.